So, you're in Bangkok, and a dinner cruise on the Chao Phraya River is probably on your list, right? I mean, it's on almost every visitor's checklist, and for a good reason. It's sold as this absolutely magical way to see the city.
And honestly, the dream they're selling, it's incredible. Just picture it. You're out on the deck, there's a cool breeze, and you're just gliding past these golden spires of ancient temples, the Grand Palace, all lit up. The city lights are just sparkling on the water. It really is a spectacular view.
But then, you hop online, and you start seeing reviews just like this one, and suddenly that whole serene dream just evaporates. It's replaced by this nightmare vision of total chaos, endless lines, and basically a wrestling match to get to the buffet. So, what is the real story here? How do you actually get that magical experience you were promised and avoid falling headfirst into some disorganized, overcrowded tourist trap? All right, that's what we're going to figure out. Let's break it all down. Okay, first things first. To pick the right cruise, you really have to understand the market, because it's not just one type of cruise out there. No, it's this whole ecosystem, and it's broken down into some very clear categories. It pretty much breaks down into three simple tiers. You've got your affordable ones, anything under about 1,000 baht. Then there's the mid-range, which is going to run you between 1 and 2,000. And finally, you have the high-end tier, which is anything over 2 grand. And believe me, the price you pay is a direct preview of the experience you're about to have. And this brings us to a little concept I like to call the volume to chaos ratio. You see those super deep discounts online for the cheap cruises? Well, they exist for one reason and one reason only: to cram as many people as physically possible onto these massive ships. And all that volume? It puts a ton of pressure on everything, from checking in to getting a drink to hitting the buffet. It creates friction and, you guessed it, chaos. So let's talk about those mass market buffet boats, because honestly, that's what most people end up booking. And hey, don't worry, it's not a total lost cause. You need a game plan, a playbook, to navigate it the right way. And look, when I say mass market, I really mean it. To give you some perspective, some of these bigger ships like the Meridian Alanga, they can pack on up to 700 people. 700. That's not a cruise, that's basically a floating concert venue. So what do you get for your ticket? Well, it's a pretty standard package across the board. You're going to get a big international buffet, usually with a lot of seafood. There's almost always a live band playing pop covers. They'll throw in some traditional Thai dancing to give it that cultural feel, and on some of them, like the White Orchid Cruise, you even get a full-on cabaret show. Okay, so here's the most important part. How do you actually win at this game? 3 steps. Number 1. Rooftop seating is absolutely non-negotiable. Seriously, the views from inside on the lower decks, they're awful. Just don't do it. 2. Do not take a taxi to the pier. You'll get stuck in traffic forever. Take the BTS SkyTrain to Sapan Taksin, then hop on one of the free shuttle ferries. Easy. And number 3, and this is key, when the buffet opens, just wait. Let everyone else stampede for the food. I promise you, the staff are ready for it, they will keep refilling everything, the food is not going to run out. But what if you hear all that and think, nope, I don't want to deal with any of that chaos? Well, that is exactly where the high-end cruises come in. And we're not just talking about a slightly better buffet boat here. This is a completely different animal. It's really an investment in pure serenity. I mean, the difference is night and day. Forget the chaotic buffet line, you're getting a gourmet, multi-course set menu. Forget 700 other guests. You're sharing the boat with maybe 60 people max. And forget the loud pop music, you get a peaceful, serene atmosphere. It's a whole different world. Even the boats themselves are in a different league. We're talking about these beautiful, restored teak rice barges, like the ones Menora Cruise uses. They just have this intimate, historic vibe that those giant multi-level party boats, well, they just can't touch it. So when you're paying that premium price, what are you really buying? Yeah, the food is better, but that's not the main thing. You are buying congestion avoidance. That's the real product. You're investing in a guaranteed experience that's going to be quiet, uncrowded, and just refined from the moment you step on board to the moment you step off. All right, so now that we've broken down the market, you can actually make a choice that fits your travel style and what you actually want out of the night. So let's figure out which one is for you. If you're on a budget, but you're all about those amazing views, go for the affordable cruise. Just be smart about it. Demand that rooftop seat and stick to the playbook. If you're a foodie, someone who really cares about authentic flavor and a great atmosphere, you gotta splurge on the high-end barge. It's the only way. And hey, if you've got a family with you and you need some high-energy entertainment to keep everyone happy, one of those big mass-market cruises with a cabaret show, that could actually be the perfect choice for you.
And that leaves us with one last kind of provocative question, right? While everyone is obsessing over which dinner cruise to pick, you have to remember, the landmarks, the view of the Temple of Dawn, the Grand Palace, it's the exact same view you get from the deck of a public ferry that costs, what, 15 baht? So, is the best view of the river a 3,500 baht luxury splurge or a 15 baht local commute? Ultimately, the answer really just comes down to what kind of experience you're looking for.